For thousands of years, jewelry has been a way to tell the world who we are. We have worn gold to show wealth, diamonds to show status, and heirlooms to show where we came from. But in 2026, the most valuable thing you can wear isn't a mineral pulled from the earth. It is a living, breathing extension of your own body. This is the era of bio jewelry, a movement that has turned the decorative arts into a biological dialogue. It is the point where fashion, medicine, and identity finally become one. The journey to bio jewelry began with a simple question: why should our accessories be static? For decades, our rings and necklaces just sat there, cold and unresponsive. But as wearable technology evolved from bulky watches to invisible sensors, designers started to wonder if we could create something more intimate. They moved away from plastic and metal and began experimenting with lab-grown tissues, synthetic proteins, and bioluminescent algae. The result is a new category of objects that don't just sit on your skin, but actually react to your life. One of the most popular forms of bio jewelry today is the pulse bloom. At first glance, it looks like a delicate, translucent brooch or a high-tech cuff, but it is actually a living lattice of engineered cells. When your heart rate increases or your temperature shifts, the jewelry changes color or shape. If you are stressed, it might turn a deep, warning crimson. If you are calm, it glows with a soft, steady amber. It acts as an external emotional barometer, allowing the people around you to see how you feel before you even speak a word. It is a radical form of honesty that has completely changed how we interact in social spaces. Then there is the rise of bone-grafted rings. This is perhaps the most symbolic shift in the history of wedding and commitment bands. Instead of buying a gold ring from a store, couples are now opting to have small samples of their own bone cells grown in a lab onto a scaffold of bioactive ceramic. The result is a ring made of the very material that holds their bodies together. It is a literal part of one person worn by the other. It is permanent. It is biological, and it represents a level of commitment that a Mind Stone simply cannot match. In 2026, the phrase "giving a piece of yourself" has taken on a literal meaning. But bio jewelry isn't just about romance or emotion. It is also about the ultimate form of health monitoring. We have moved past the era of checking an app on a phone. Modern bio jewelry uses microfluidics to sample sweat and skin oils in real time. A necklace might subtly shift its scent if it detects your hydration levels are low. Or a pair of earrings might begin to vibrate gently if they sense a spike in cortisol. It is a fusion of aesthetics and wellness that feels entirely natural. We no longer look at these items as gadgets. We look at them as protective charms that actually work. Visually, this movement has created a completely new aesthetic. Because these items are often grown rather than manufactured, they don't follow the straight lines or perfect symmetry of traditional jewelry. They are organic, flowing, and slightly alien. They look like something you might find at the bottom of a tropical ocean or deep in a prehistoric forest. This raw, living look has become the ultimate status symbol of the mid-20s. In a world filled with mass-produced digital goods, wearing something that is unique, growing, and perishable is the ultimate luxury. Of course, this technology brings up fascinating new questions about ethics and ownership. When your jewelry is alive, do you have a responsibility to care for it? Some bio jewelry requires a nutrient solution to stay vibrant, while others are designed to have a natural lifespan, fading and dissolving after a few months like a seasonal flower. This has changed our relationship with objects. We are moving away from the idea of forever and toward the idea of the moment. We are learning to appreciate beauty that changes, matures, and eventually passes away. In the fashion houses of Paris and the tech labs of Tokyo, the boundaries are blurring even further. We are starting to see the emergence of dermal bloom technology, where the jewelry isn't worn on the skin, but just beneath it. These are temporary, light-emitting tattoos made from biocompatible silk that can be programmed to display patterns or data. While this is still on the edge of the mainstream, it represents the final destination of bio jewelry, the total disappearance of the border between the object and the person. Looking back, we will see 2026 as the year we stopped trying to master nature and started trying to wear it. Bio jewelry has turned our bodies into canvases and our biology into art. It has made us more aware of our internal states and more connected to the physical reality of the people we love. It is a